Deadly coronavirus has now been discovered inside the United States.
And the World Health Organization has just declared a global coronavirus. It is a pandemic at this point.
WHO has been assessing this outbreak around the clock, and we're deeply concerned both by the alarming levels of spread and severity and by the alarming levels of inaction. We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Millions are wearing masks and taking other precautions. The virus has reached several other countries in Asia and is now here in this country.
President Trump is saying, don't do any more than 10 people in a group.
Avoid discretionary travel and avoid eating and drinking at bars, restaurants, and public food courts.
33 million people, that's 1 in 5 workers in America, have lost their jobs since the lockdown brought the US economy to a standstill 7 weeks ago.
Now, this morning saw the highest increase in new cases in Arizona all week and the second most reported cases in a single day since testing began in Arizona.
So far, 507 North Carolinians have died, and 30 of those happened in just the past day. That is the most in any single day since April 28th.
One of the few rays of good news was young people weren't affected. We're not so sure that that is the fact anymore.
If you're an asthma patient or have a similar respiratory condition, you need to make sure that you're maintaining your health regimen now, because if you aren't and somehow contract COVID-19, your respiratory system will be severely compromised, potentially unable to fight off the virus.
Today, I am announcing the closure of schools for the remainder of the 2019-20 academic school year. I am convinced this is the appropriate decision.
When you see people buying face masks and hoarding them and denying healthcare institutions from having them in supply to actually look after sick patients and frontline health workers not having them, that's not a good thing.
We can't, operate out of hysteria. When people are hysterical, they don't do logical things.
So when you've heard me say we would not have a vaccine that would even be ready to start to deploy for a year to a year and a half, that is the time frame. Now, anyone who thinks they're going to go more quickly than that, I believe will be cutting corners that would be detrimental.
But fair to say right now you still don't have enough.
We don't have enough tests today to meet what we anticipate will be the demand going forward.
The scope of this pandemic is unprecedented, saying as bad as things have been, this is, quote, just the beginning.
I think everybody knows somebody with this terrible virus.
We have never faced anything like this before.
There has been a dramatic and alarming increase in
shortages of pork, chicken,
what are you
and
doing
beef
to maintain a healthy environment?
More people are concerned about the economy than they are about getting the
Patients at risk. The children are now being sent to the ICU.
Social distancing. We are all in this together.